Welcome on in, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight on Northwoods TCG. That's right. Tonight we've got our new Christmas bundle up as well that will ship on December 15th, just so everybody is aware. That way we make sure you get it for the Christmas season. I talked to my post office and they said they can guarantee shipping up until the 15th. So that's the day we're going to make the deadline for that. I will have them all made up and ready to rock and roll and out there for you guys as well. So basically, that's going to be an ETB, Phantasmal Flames, Twilight Masquerade, Surging Sparks. I do have like Journey Together and some other ones too. Very little of those. I'm going to use up the other ones we got first. You're going to get 5 packs of the current sleeve blisters. So Journey Together, Destiny's Rivals, Phantasmal Flames. If I do get Mega, I might be getting some more Mega products back as well. If we're getting more Mega, we'll be also throwing that into the mix as well. So it's not just set to that, but that's kind of what I have available right now in the most quantities. So that's what we're going to use for the bundles as they get ordered. And this is going to just be a little specialty product that we are doing currently for this season. So make sure you guys check them out. It's a limited edition Christmas bundle that's out there right now. And like I said, deadlines, pre-order deadline or order deadlines are going to be for December 15th. That's just because if I do it by then, I know I can get them shipped out to anywhere in the country. Even if they said even Hawaii at that point in time, I could still get it in time. So that's why I picked that particular date. So these guys are aware. That's what we're looking at right now. Right now, the queue is open right now for anybody who wants to jump on in. Of course, we've got our normal smattering of products from Phantasmal Flames, the Destiny's Rivals, Journey Together. We also have the random 5 sitting out there as well. So if you guys are looking to have some fun and just take a random chance at some check lane blisters, we have Temporal Forces, Stellar Crown, Destiny's Rivals. We have Phantasmal Flames, Mega, ME1. We have Paradox Rift and a couple of the Obsidian Flames left as well. So you guys are aware that we have left for those. So check them out if you want to join us in the shop. Make sure you hit the link. Maybe I'll put it in there real quick. I think it's exclamation. I need my guys. Exclamation shop should bring it up. I don't think it's store. I think it's store or shop. So let's see if that works. But yes, order by December 15th. If I get the orders by the 15th, I can get them out the 16th. So once again, greatly appreciate everybody who's coming with us here. Just accidentally turned on all the blizzard effects. So there we go. Welcome on in, guys. Thank you everybody for joining. We're going to pin that up to the top as well, so that way you guys can join on in, have some fun, check out the shop as you guys are joining us. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, and hopefully you guys have had a fantastic weekend. The weekend is never long enough, so make sure take that into consideration that it's almost Christmas. Christmas is not far away. So yes, we are. I got that all loaded up. Boom, boom, boom. Done, done, done. And there we go. Welcome on in, guys. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining in. Hopefully, you guys have had a fantastic weekend as we are closing her out here. We're getting ready for another work week. Things are flying by. Once again, greatly appreciated for all the normals to come on in tonight. We're just getting started here. We did just put up the. We released that a little bit earlier. I put it on Discord for everybody. The link is now in the shop as well. And if you are looking for that Christmas gift, something that you just want to know you're going to be getting a good product, decent products, then we have that available for you as well. That way you get it's guaranteed hit as well, which is a lot of fun for kids, especially driven towards kids. Getting that guaranteed hit in there as well. So definitely gearing it towards kids a little bit. I want kids to have an advantage with doing that and having the advantage of getting a little bit of extra, make sure they're getting something for the Christmas season. So thank you guys, everybody joins in. A little bit slow yet on this Sunday, but it's early yet, so we'll give it some time. We'll see how she goes. Let me see here. I'm going to set these over here for right now. Get some eyes. Let's see here. Where is the button I'm looking? There is a button, top chat. Make sure Blitzkrieg isn't knocked out. He's not in here. Okay. Just checking something here. Yeah, otherwise we're live. It's Sunday. We'll see what happens. Sunday has been kind of hit or miss night. Some nights we're incredibly busy. Some nights it's a little bit slower. But once again, thank you everybody that is joining in tonight. Greatly appreciated. Queue's open right now. We do have a full list of products available. So if you are looking for that, not just Pokemon, we do have some Avatar Airbender. We have some of the collection bundles. We have some of the blister packs. We have Eternals and Final Fantasy. So if you're looking for any of the recent Magic sets, we do have those. Lorcana, we do have Lorcana as well. So we've got Whisper in the Well. We do have a Reign of Jafar down below as well. So if you're looking for Lorcana, we have that available along with the Fabled. We do have some Fabled booster packs as well. Straight up a booster box. So we do have a booster box of Fabled here as well. So once again, we've got a full list of different TCGs. We got Gundam, we got Dragon Ball Z, all hanging in the back as well, including One Piece. So if you are in the chase for some One Piece, we have OP 10, 12, and 13 in the sleeve blister forms right now. So if you're looking for that, we have those available also. So welcome on in, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us here at this lovely evening. Let's see, is it playing music right now? That's going to be my next question I was going to go try and figure out, is if we're playing the music that we're supposed to. Wherever my music app went, there it is. Yeah, we're still playing music right now, so we're moving right along. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining. Greatly appreciate it as we're getting kicked in. Hit that like button if you're joining us. Check out the shop. Let's see if we can get this thing rocking and rolling. Every $125 too, we do a giveaway. We're giving away a lot of giveaways on Friday, so we were having some fun on that one. Give away some nice packs. So once again, we are giving away things. We are having some fun here tonight, so there are all-night giveaways. As we keep moving through the night, we continue to do giveaways throughout the night as well. So come on in, join us, have some fun. Once again, one other thing too, one little announcement right now. Make sure you're checking your GameStops for that Moltres UPC that has officially been released. It was on Black Friday, and now they just got another round this week as well. So they are still coming out with them a little bit slower. Was able to get one. I didn't think I was going to, but I ended up getting one here on Saturday. I mean, it was even the day after they released, and they were still available on the shelf. So they are available. They are out there. So if you are looking for that Moltres UPC, them are available as well. Check your GameStops periodically because they are still coming through at the stores. One thing I will say, GameStop seems to be kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit now that they're doing the whole... So I talked to the store manager, and the funny thing is, this is how it works with that, is that they list it based on the day that they receive it. So, for example, the Prismatic, I was going to check out the price on it, but the Prismatic figurine collection, they were selling it at ours for $115, and there was still like 5 of them left. So, Prismatic is not holding up as well as it was before. It's not an automatic, buy anymore, which has been a big change when it comes down to the performance of that particular set. So, for example, they're selling it right now at $115. Right now, it's on TCG Player for $109. So they're actually over market value right now on that particular box, just because of the fact that they are trying to scalp off the market. And I don't agree with doing it. I get why they're doing it, and I mean, it's partially what we're doing as well. Just number one, if you don't do something about it, you're going to get a lot of scalpers and things like that. But on the other hand, we really shouldn't be charging. If you can get it under MSRP or at least get product, I mean, they get product levels. That's the thing that kind of drives me crazy about them, is that they are actually getting product levels. Maybe not as much as we were getting, a year ago, but they're still getting decent product levels coming through. The amount of product they have coming through their shops, through the GameStops, is still pretty good. If you actually watch what they get, it's actually fairly decent amount. It's not like it's just a little 5 or 6 booster packs or anything like that. They're still getting quite a bit. They're just going right up to whatever the market is the day that they receive the product now, versus like they should be doing. Even if they raise the price a little bit. I mean, MJ Holdings doing it already. So, for example, if you go to Walmart right now and you get Phantasmal Flames ETBs on the shelf, they're $55. If you get Surging Sparks ETBs on the shelf right now, they're $60. So even MJ Holding is charging a premium for some of these products. So it's not really out of this world to think that they're going to do that. But still, the overall feelings is that the market is softening a little bit. And products just aren't flying off the shelf just because they have them. So Prismatic figurines still sitting on the shelf. The best one was the lunchbox tins. So I believe they're $24.99. They were selling those at our GameStop for $38, $37.99 for those new tins that came out. Sorry about that. Didn't want to sneeze into the microphone. But yeah, the new lunchbox tins came out. With the mega, so the mega tins mega lunch boxes came out, and yeah, they basically have they're selling those for $37 for them things. So, welcome on in, guys. Quiet in the chat tonight. Is anybody out there? I see some people watching. I mean, we're getting some view time, so some people are definitely chilling around and hanging with us. So, sure, hit that like button if you're in here. Also, say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're from and let me know you're here. See if we can get things rocking and rolling. The queue is open right now. We do have Lorcana available in the shop. So if you're looking for Lorcana, we have that. We have Magic the Gathering. We have One Piece. We have Gundam. And we also have some Dragon Ball Z. So if you're not interested in Pokemon, if Pokemon's not your thing, we do have other TCGs available as well. And the nice thing is, too, is that you can choose whether or not you want to ship them sealed or if you want to open them live. So if you do want to ship things sealed, not a problem. We can ship the product sealed for you as well. That's not an issue. And we're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to just purchase the ship. That's absolutely fine to do that, and is not frowned upon here. So whatever works best for you, we want to get you the products that you're looking for and the items that you want. So make sure you check out the shop for that part or those as you're joining us here tonight. Like I said, hopefully you guys have had a fantastic weekend. I only had 2 service calls today, so that's a good weekend in my books. So glad that that's all that I had. Made it a little bit easier. 151 too. 151. I don't know how much more product we're going to be getting out of 151. I've been getting asked that quite a bit, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I just don't know how much more we're going to be getting, and what the outlook is for that in general right now at this point in time. So I just want you guys to hear it. That 151 seems like it might be drying up. I'm not hearing anything from distribution at this point in time. I'm not hearing anything from any of the sources that I would typically get information from that we'd be getting things, or will be seeing anything from the 151 front. So if you see anything, I would say that you're probably on last dibs for that particular products. We heard rumors that there might be something coming from GameStop, or not GameStop, from Costco or Sam's Club, one of those ETV bundles. But from what I can tell at this point in time, that has not come through either at this point in time. It is not going to happen from what I got out of it. Sounds like we might be seeing more Prismatic come through. It's probably the more likely candidate right now. So we might be seeing more Prismatic coming through, more Prismatic ETVs. I know people are going to be like, holy cow, they're just going to print this thing to death. But even though they've printed so much, it is still regularly available at over $100 right now. We're nowhere near MSRP. Even with the amount of product that we have gotten at this point in time, it definitely has not created a negative draw on the market yet. So hopefully we get more. We might see some more pricing come down. Prismatic's actually getting to the point where it's a little bit more accessible to be opened, which is great as well. So if we can get these things opened, get people out there, get it in the hands of people, the set might do well if we can get more people opening that particular product. I feel there's a chance that it can do good. I think that it's just got to get the opportunities to do so here. But it's coming. I think we're going to do all right. I think overall it's going to just take some time. Prismatic is getting cheaper and cheaper every single day. Is it crashing? No, not crashing. I wouldn't say that. But I do definitely feel like it's coming down a little bit. And it's losing its luster a little bit, especially the older it gets, because people just have not had the opportunity to really get that in hand, and that's a big factor for it as well. What is Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer Box? So they're still $110 currently. So if we were to get another decent print of these, I could see them going sub 100, but I don't think the investor bros are really going to allow that to stay sub 100 for very long. That's just my feelings on it. I think that we're going to run into the situation where if it goes down below sub 100, it's just going to get bought out right away to try and maintain that heavy pricing that we've been getting to this point in time. Checking here real quick. So welcome on in, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Rip and Ship is open. We have an open queue right now. Every order this month goes into the order giveaway. Last month, we gave away a 6-pack booster bundle of Destin's Rivals. This month, we are doing a little bit cheaper, but we're going to be doing some discounts, too. So for the Christmas season, we're going to be doing some discounts. So that way we'll take advantage of that as well. So a little bit lighter on the monthly prize. It's still $25 card. So it's a nice little EV promo coming back from Sun and Moon. But a really nice little EV promo that came out back then, and we will have that available for anybody that purchases in the month of December. So every December order automatically gets entered into there. Whether you rip or you ship it sealed, whatever works best for you, it's going to count towards the orders as well. So if you're looking for some products right now, want to take advantage of those, make sure you check them out as you're joining us here. Getting in here, make sure you hit that like button as well. And I see there's about 10 visitors right now in northwoodsccg.com. I don't know if it's all bots, because I did some editing, added in some products to see how they go. But once again, I have the Christmas bundle as well. So if you're looking, we have the Christmas bundle out there right now. And the Christmas bundle is basically going to be an ETB. I've got a few, basically I've got 10 of them up right now. I've got 4 Phantasmal Flames, 3 Twilight Masquerade, 3 Surging Sparks ETBs for those. I can go up to about 20 of them. I'm going to start off with 10, see how they go, and then they're also going to get a grouping of illustration rares. So I'm pulling some illustration rares and some SIRs. So there's going to be a good mix of an automatic hit inside of those Christmas boxes as well, those bundles, to have some fun. That way, if you have a kid, if you're looking, it's going to come pre-wrapped, so you don't even have to wrap the thing if you're giving it to somebody as a gift. So if you have kids, my wife really brought this up. It's going to be focused towards kids, where it's going to be a bundle box. It's going to have the ETB. It's going to have the 5 sleeve blisters in it. It's going to have the card inside of it as well, right up on top. And then on top of it, you're going to be getting it all wrapped, bow on it with a name tag, all for you, ready to rock and roll. All you got to do is put your name on it and slide it under the tree. That way there's no questioning whether or not your kid's seen it or not. A little bit of fun. So that is in the shop underneath the specialty products. So if you go into the shop, it's right at the top. Special product options, which has also got that 5-pack, random 5-pack Pokemon drawing. So we spin the wheel. We've got the Check Lane blisters, and inside of there is the limited edition Christmas bundle as well. So it says right in there, Christmas special box will be wrapped. It has tag and bow. Each comes with the following 1 Elite Trainer box of the ones listed. I do have some Journey Together as well. So if we get into the next 15, we'll be throwing Journey Together in the mix as well. I'm out of Destin's Rivals. I do not have any Destin's Rivals. Otherwise, I would throw them in the mix as well. We got 5 random sleeve blisters. So you get 5 of those 3 and possibly Mega as well. So that's going to be subject to whatever comes in. And then you're going to get a random SIR. We are going to be throwing in some nice SIRs in there too. Random grab. But regardless, there's going to be a nice little Christmas bundle for your kids to get in on those, have some fun, and also enjoy the Christmas holiday with those. So those are here. I will put them up in the link as well, so we'll put those up here too. So that's going to be the Christmas bundle if you guys are interested in that. We're going to be listing those on Instagram and TikTok here tonight as well, so they'll be all listed up everywhere. I wanted to give everybody at the live tonight first dibs on it. I talked to the people on, or put it up on Discord earlier, so they knew it was coming. And so basically, people that come to the live tonight are going to get first dibs at that. We got 10 for sure already set up, ready to go. All they need to do is be wrapped and sent out. And then if they sell out quickly before the 15th, this will go until the 15th. So if they sell out quickly here by next weekend, we will put up another 10 of them. So we have a total opportunity at 20 of those particular bundles for you guys. So plenty of time to get those. If they're going fast, we got time to adjust and add them in as well. So welcome on in. Quiet live tonight. I can't seem to get anybody to talk. Is anybody out there want to talk to me? Did I make you mad? Nobody want to talk to me tonight? Just upset with me about something? Do we need to talk? Have a powwow? Just check it. It just seems like it's really dead for a Sunday night. Typically, we get a lot more people moving in. Usually Sunday night's really busy. So I don't know if algorithms is being goofy or if it's up. Hey, there we go. There's Armor. There's one of the guys. Holy cow, somebody actually talks. You are there. I was starting to wonder if the thing... Sorry, been in the shop. No, not a problem. I just was wondering if anybody was out there, because it's like, is it working? Is my mic not working? I don't think I've gone 20 minutes into the live and not at least had someone say hi. But thank you, Armor. At least I know it's working. That's the bigger thing is. I mean, at least I know it's working. So All the Christmas bundles will ship on the 16th as well. Just so everybody knows, the 16th is the last day, and I'm going to ship them all one time. So however many we sell, they're all going on the 16th. But welcome on in, guys. Thank you guys for joining us here this evening. 4 likes, greatly appreciated. Got to get people chatting. Every $115, we are doing a giveaway as well. So we'll be working through some products here. Probably trying to decide if I want to do. I think I got some prismatic here that we might go through some more of for giveaways. Every $125, do a prismatic giveaway as well. So make sure you guys jump on into the shop. We'll do the typical giveaway. We've been having fun with that. I do have another one here that I'm still trying to work out the kinks. I've tested it a couple times with my wife and kids, and I'm not quite happy with it. I'm trying to tweak it a little bit more before I do it. But we're going to be getting another game going here as well. I want to try some different ones and definitely have some fun with that. So welcome on in, everybody. Greatly appreciated to have you in here. Hopefully you guys have had a great weekend, and we'll be starting some Christmas specials here next week as well. So welcome, guys. Thank you guys for joining. We do have other things other than just Pokemon. We do have, I always put it out there, One Piece. We got OP 10, 12, and 13 in sleeve blister form. We do have Magic the Gathering. We have Avatar: The Last Airbender, both the play boosters and the collection boosters. We have the Eternals, and also Final Fantasy packs as well. There's Roy. How's it going? Just took a little bit for everybody to get in here tonight. Just really, really slow. I was getting kind of concerned that it was like the algorithm left me out high and dry with nothing out there. So, nope, we've been going a little bit here, but it's just been really, really quiet. So thank you, Roy, for jumping in. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the likes, guys. And thank you, everybody. It's just been kind of rolling through. Just quiet. The chat's been really, really quiet, but the store's been moving. There's a lot of people coming in and out of the store right now. A couple active carts, so people are moving stuff around like that. So it's kind of interesting when it kind of just keeps, when the chats are so quiet. It's really, really weird. So views are right where we should be. We're actually up a little bit on views for a live, just not a lot of conversation. But how's your weekend, Roy? Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend. I'm not looking forward to going to work tomorrow. Evening, Roy. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to going to work tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen whether I want to or not. It was quiet. Yeah, it was. But I was looking at other streams here now too. I'm kind of going through YouTube because I always like gauging to see how other streams are doing or how other channels are doing. And I'm kind of seeing everybody's down tonight. So I don't know what's going on tonight. If there's a good football game going on, I know I see that there's a live here. So we got DJ Pokey Center's got a live tonight with DJ Team Rocket, Joey, and Pokey NE are all live right now. And on that one, looking down my other ones here, actually not seeing a lot of rippers right now. All right, let's see. Let's do this real quick. Pokemon. And let's go live. So down the lives right now. Yeah, they're actually all down. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going down some of the lives right now, and actually none of them are really lighting the world on fire tonight. So I don't know. I think there's a football game going, but I didn't think it was that. I mean, it's Kansas City Chiefs, but going down. Yeah, I mean, all the streams are just. I mean, there's even the football streams. Normally, I know this one, Flawless. Hitman Rips. I don't know if anybody ever watches them. Usually he has like 400 people in a stream. He's only got 197 right now. So It's kind of interesting. I'm not seeing a lot of people on the live networks right now, but going live. Check this way because I use Pokemon Rips. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I'm going through more of the Rips here, and it's not a huge amount, but it is what it is. We'll just keep going through. We'll chill tonight, see what happens. Like I said, I'm always up to stick around and just chat Pokemon as well if we want to shift gears. If it's really quiet when it comes down to the Pokemon front, we can always shift gears, enjoy, relax, and just talk about what's going on in the Pokemon hobby. Oh, news as well. I was going to do a little bit short. This is why sometimes I like standing back and not being on the front line of those videos. So PSA, we talked about it last night, where PSA might have taken cards, switched the grades, and then resold them at 10s, the exact same cards with the certs. It sounds like it's not as devious, but it's still bad what PSA did. Yeah, there's a few on, but none of them have a lot of people, Roy, right now. That's what I was kind of looking through the other lives right now, and I was just looking at Pokemon Rips on the lives right now, and I mean, there's a couple of them. So this one has 11. That's not a big live. This one is a He's more Magic the Gathering, Rip and Ship by Moonshot. But he's MTG, so he's ripping Magic, and he's got 270 there. The Poke Ring, he's got 17. On to Pokepasser, he's only got 58, and he's usually like in the hundreds. It might be. I don't know. It's not a huge deal. I'm just going through some of the, because I usually watch the Pokepasser. TCG is one of them. He usually has about 100, 150, even 200 for a good stream. He's only got 58 right now. So it just seems like tonight's, I don't know if it's the YouTube algorithm or if it's just the overall, just the feel for the night. I mean, it could be the algorithm. It could be, like you said, people are spending out real fast for Christmas. It is Christmas right now, so that could be a factor as well. There's always factors. I mean, regardless, at the end of the day, it's just, it is what it is, and we just keep moving through. Checking here real quick, because I've been waiting for a text from one of the local... No, not the one I was looking for. Tomorrow I had to check with somebody and see if we got a plan going forward, and I'm not hearing from them, so I keep hoping I get information on that. But yes, like I said, we're just chill. We'll talk about it. Going back to the PSA topic again, now that I kind of broke away from that. PSA, so it's not as devious as it originally sounded, but it's still not good. Basically what happened is that Pokemon, the accusation is that PSA had graded cards in a 9, had changed the grade to a 10 and sold them from a 10 after buying them out from a person. The facts are kind of showing that the images that they were showing on the buyback was a 10. So what probably is more likely happened is, and whether it was intentional or by accident, some of them were already 10s, and basically they misshipped, or they sent the offers with the mistake of putting them as 10s. So in the images, they are 10s already, and they're listed. They ask them, they tell them it's 9s, and do you want to pay or want us to buy them back? And basically, he sold them all at 9s, thinking they were 9s, when actually some of them were pictured as a 10. So I think there might have been a bit of a miscue on that. Once again, this is sometimes why it's better to let the evidence kind of roll out a little bit and then take the time. I took the time today to look at the pictures that were on Instagram, and I noticed that. And then I saw another content creator on Instagram also put that in the comments that he had seen it. So he did a little video on that as well. So as you take your time and look at some of the things, sometimes it's not as erroneous as it looks. Is it good? No, absolutely not good in any way, shape, or form that PSA did that either. But it's a little bit better, in my opinion, than if they had bought them back as 9s and then changed them to 10s later and then resold them as 10s. To me, that wouldn't be good. But if you look at the actual images on Instagram, you can see that some of the ones that they offered to buy at the $35 at a 9 were actually 10. So it's almost like they programmed the buyback all in 9s and didn't catch it themselves. And he took the offers, but once again, the images actually show them as 10s. So to me, it's an issue on the buyback side of it that they misrepresented the card. Do I think that that's good? No, I don't think that's good. I also think that's very detrimental and dangerous, because the fact is that if you do that, you're buying cards back that are at a way lower price, especially some cards like that. And that overall can look really, really bad, that you're intentionally trying to rip people off by giving them falsified information to get those cards. So was it necessarily on purpose? Was it a case where they changed the grade because they got the cards and bought them cheap? No, I don't feel that was the case on this one. I think it's more probably a clerical error when they listed them or tried to buy them back from the individual. And that is going to be more of the situation that we saw on that point. So, yeah, not good. It's not good in any way, shape, or form. It really puts a sour taste for the buyback problem, or the buyback side of the PSA, that if you are buying back, what that tells me is you have to look at all the images, and you have to look at all the grades of the cards and the images before you buy back, because if you don't, there is a chance that you will buy a card back that's a 10 that should be a 9. So once again, it was a clerical error, I think, more than it was an intentional error. But I could be wrong. They may have intentionally did it too to see if they could sneak one through and try and go that way. But I don't feel that that's the way the PSA would go, because it's too easy to get caught in that one. All right, here we go. We got an order in for the Armor, starting us off for the evening. And he's going to start us off with a random 5. So there we go. We got a random 5 right off the bat. So let's have some fun. We're getting down to Obsidian Flames. I think I've got, 2 Palmy and 1 Whooper left. The Armor. There we go. So we got our first one in for the night with the Armor. Coming in, getting us rocking and rolling. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. So yeah, so we'll do a random 5. Like I said, we're down to 1 Whooper and Obsidian Flames, and then Obsidian Flames is going to be coming off the table. But yes, check out as well. I put the link in the thing for the Christmas bundle special as well. That's going to get you an illustration rare and secret illustration rare. I've got about 10 of those picked out. I have 5. You're going to get 5 random packs of Journey Together, Phantasmal Flames, Destin's Rivals mixed into there as well, along with 1 of the 3 different types of ETBs. So it's going to be a nice bundle. It's going to be gift wrapped. It's also going to be with a bow and a name tag on it. You just got to write your name and everything on there, and you're all ready to rock and roll. I was going to do the Phantasmal Flame, but I already have 3 of the top 4. Well, there you go. That's not a bad problem to have. I'm just waiting for the wheel of names to reload here, and then once we get that, it had to refresh. So once that refreshes, we will get this up and going as well. I don't know why it is not. Is wheel of names? Don't tell me wheel of names down. That would suck. That'd be a really bad day if the wheel of names went down on me. Wheel of names. All right, there it goes. Just had to go the other way. My whole live is set up on the wheel of names, and it goes down. That would be about my luck. All right, so here we go. As you can see, we got the wheel of names at 1 Sword and Shield pack. The Sword and Shield pack is a bonus. So if you do hit that in your 5 spins, you get a bonus pack of Sword and Shield, but you will still get 5 of the sleeve blisters. You can only hit the bonus 1 time per turn. Now that the rules have been said, we're going to go a little mixy, get this all ready to rock and roll. And let's go with our first one of the night. Good luck. Good luck with number 1 coming around the corner right now. And we're going to spin by that, and we're going to get the Obsidian Flames. Is that going to be the Whooper? Palmy. So it doesn't get removed yet. We got the Palmy. There we go. So we're going to start off on the Obsidian Flames with the Palmy. Here we go. Round and round. Where she stops, nobody knows. Number 2. Oh, is it going to have enough steam? Go, go, go. Ow. Destin's Rival Zarude, though. Not a bad hit on that one. So yes, you got Destin's Rival Zarude. So close. Here we go, going in for number 3. I think that's how Roy ended. I think Roy, we couldn't even see the needle on it. It was so close. So here we go, coming in for a Paradox Rift. That's going to get you a Paradox Rift Pineco. And we're going around again for number 4. Coming around. Looks like we're going to get another Phantasmal Flames coming in. So you are going to get some Phantasmal Flames here tonight with a Whimsicott. So not too bad there. We got a Whimsicott. And then last and final potential spin, unless you hit that bonus. Here we go. Ooh, oh, went over it again. So we're going to get Mega Evolutions. And it is going to be the Difflum. So we got the Difflum coming. So we're going to grab those ones for you here. And get them out of here for you. So here we go. Close that out. Let's get this off the screen. Nobody wants to see the wheel of names anymore. And we got the Palmy. So we're going to go over here. We're going to get a Palmy. So we got the Palmy. We got one of each left of those. We've got the Difflum. So we got a Difflum. Right there. We got a Whimsicott. So we're pulling the Whimsicott. Yeah, it's a good variety. I like it. I like them. I like this thing. I like the variety it gives. It's a lot of fun. And then we got the Zarude. So you get 5 packs right there. I like the variety that we get out of this thing. Everybody gets a real good round the world feel for the check lane blisters, which is fun. It makes it a lot of fun, right? So here we go. Let's give it up for the armor. Let's see if we can do this. So we're going to pull out Destin's Rivals. Of course, you get the Zarude. That's going to be the promo out of Destin's Rivals. We're going to go into this one. We'll get the Pineco out of there. Pineco is an interesting choice for a box. So here we go. We got some Paradox Rift. We got a promo card. And we got the Pineco. But they're kind of cool because at least you get them in the Cosmic Hollows. You know, get them the Cosmic Hollow ones. Not bad. Not bad at all. Get the Palmy. Of course, Palmy makes sense because it's a newer character in the Pokemon TCG. Coming out with base set. There we go. We get a Palmy as well. There we go. We get the little electric teddy bear. Can't hate Pineco. You can when you step on them. They're a bit prickly. Pine cones are a little prickly, man. I don't like stepping on them. There we go. We got a Difflum, the lovely Pokemon that carries your children off into the night. Has anybody ever listened, like actually read the Pokédex for like Difflum, and Litwick? They're pretty hairy Pokemon Poké entries, if you are Pokédex entries. Difflum comes over and carries small children away. Difflum carries bigger children away, like teenagers, and Litwick will lead children into the dark. Basically leads them into the dark so that they just disappear and turn into a new flame ignites. Wild backstories. Like I said, Litwick is one of them. It's like, oh man, that's a pretty rough one there. All right, we ready to rock and roll? The armor, let's see what we can get you here tonight. Let's do this. I'm going to go here, hit one button real quick, and we are off. What is that? I don't want that. Come on. Open up. Boom. You know, this would probably be more proficient on this, too, if I were to, be smart and actually follow through with the SEO section of my Shopify. If only I was smarter with technology. I'm 40 years old, and I feel like I'm my parents fighting with technology right now. Here we go. First one in. We got a little bit of water energy starting us off. There we go. Temple. Heatmore. Lillipup. And this is Obsidian Flame starting us off. We're on a Zard hunt right now. Woog Trio. Toxtricity. And we got a Palmot EX. There we go. Get a little EX action. First pack in. Not bad. One pack, one hit. Going into number 2. Paradox Rift. Looking for that Roaring Moon. Iron Valiant sitting right there as well. I personally like the Iron Valiant more, but Roaring Moon is pretty good as well. Here we go. Coming in with some Psychic Energy on this one. Pansage. Snorunt. Norman. Orthoworm. Ooh, we lost one. Toadschool. Octillery. And a Kingdra. Still a nice little Kingdra on that one. Destin's Rivals. Here we go. Going for the Mewtwo. Also got the Garchomp in here as well. So you can do Giovanni's, Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Or we can do Cynthia's Garchomp. They should have called it Giovanni's Mewtwo. That would have been more fitting if you ask me. Nidoqueen. Spiritomb. Porygon 2. And there we go. We got Arven's Mischief EX. Very nice. EX hit. 2 for 3. Let's keep going. We're going into Mega now. We're looking for that Mega Gardevoir or that Mega Lucario, both of which in this set. Awesome chases. And here we go. We're going for it right here, right now. We got a little bit of Metal Energy, Numel, Delmise, Krogunk. Wow, these are wanting to go together. Dillybird, Ninetales, Teleon, Bayleaf, and Cinderace. So we got Cinderace on that one. Last pack magic. Can we do it right now? Last pack. We left Phantasmal Flames. We left the best for last. Let's go. And that, once again, as well, guys, we are one step closer to a pack giveaway also, just so you guys knew. So make sure you guys know $125 in sales. We do a pack giveaway as well here on the channel for every 125. So here we go. We got a Toxel, Zigzagoon. Oh, and we get a full art Sacred Charm. So we get a full art to end it off with the Sacred Charm. Very nice. So out of 5 packs, we did get a Sacred Charm. We got the Arven's EX. You got the Pawmot. And then, of course, there's your name. So plus the cool promos that come with it as well. So very nice. Not too bad. 5 packs, 3 hits. They're on it. Right, so that's one's all through. Congratulations on the hit. Once again, thank you so much for jumping in. Greatly appreciated when you do. And here we are, guys. Lovely Sunday evening. Just chilling. But yeah, so the deal with PSA may not be as bad as it was. It's not good, but it's definitely not as bad, I would say. So granted, it's still not a good situation when that occurs, but at least they're not as bad. Yeah, thank you, the Armor, for jumping in. Greatly appreciated. Once again, just so everybody is new, it's coming in right now. We do have the Christmas bundle as well, so that's going to be pre-wrapped, boxed, pre-wrapped, bowed, tagged. So if you've got a Pokemon lover in your family and you want to get something for them that they may enjoy, they're not going to see it, so there's a good opportunity right there as well. And the link is up above towards the top of the stream right now. I think it's the second one in there is going to be that. That way you can check that out also. It's a nice little fun package that we're doing this year here on Northwoods TCG. Welcome on in. I see there's a couple people now checking out again. So we got 2 active cards, 2 checking out. See if we can get one of them through, and let's have some fun, guys. Check out the live. Check out northwoodstcg.com. Got a full list of products. We still have Phantasmal Flames, Destin's Rivals, Journey Together. We do have One Piece as well for all you One Piece fanatics out there. We do have some Lorcana as well. Whispers in the Well. We have some of the sleeve blisters for that. Raina Jafar, and also a booster box of Fabled. So if you're still chasing them Fabled cards for Lorcana, we have them available for you as well. So we got a full list of different products available for you here tonight. Make sure you check out the shop, northwoodstcg.com. It is pinned in the chat. Hit that, join us, and have some fun. Let's see if we can get some rip and ship action here. You can also buy sealed. So if you're just looking for sealed product, I do tell everybody that in the stream also you can do that. Let's see here. Got to come in with that. Only problem is people are going to start questioning the recent 9s they get if they were potentially 10s. I wonder how that would go. Would they just send it back or something? The thing is, though, is that's what I was talking about on that deal with PSA. The reason it's not as bad is that the conclusion was jumped that PSA had changed the grade. If you look at the cert number and the buyback, they bought it back as a 9, but the picture already showed a 10. So what I think happened is it was a clerical error at PSA that instead of offering the 10 pricing on that card, typed it in as a 9 and offered them the 9 pricing. So it's not as bad as them changing the grade, because the images on Instagram, I went and looked at them and I caught it, and someone else had already just did a video on it today. I caught it last night, late last night, and a guy did a video on it. Basically, they were 10s. They were graded 10s, but when they offered the buyback and told them, what they graded and what the buyback price was on them, they offered them at 9 pricing and told them they were 9s. The pictures were right. The pictures were 10s on the images next to the buyback number. They said 10s, but they offered them 9. So that's a clerical error. That's a little bit better, in my opinion. It's not good, but it's definitely better than them going through and changing the grades. If they change the grades, it's a whole new level of effed, just to be nice about it. I mean, realistically, it would actually be horrible for PSA, and for the bigger part of it is too, I'd be more concerned about like graded cards in general, people's feelings towards them. Like you said, people may start to sit there and question every single card that they own now. Was that actually a 10 and they screwed me on it and I bought it back so it didn't hurt me as bad? That's just it. But they were in the pictures, they were 10s. So the issue is I was going to do a video on it and I didn't do it yet. So if you look at it, it says PSA 9 cert number, PSA 9 cert number, buyback number, or buy off number, what we'll buy it from you for. But if you look in the image of the card, it says PSA 10 in the image when it says PSA 9 for purchasing it back. I think that they mistyped it in the clerical side of things. I don't think that they went back and changed the grading on them. I think that they just strictly screwed up and they offered them all 9s and some of them were actually 10s. So they put the wrong number into theirs, what they did. So they were graded a 10 by the images that they offered him when they went to sell them or buy them from him. They were 10s in the pictures. So basically they ripped him off. No. Not all 30 became 10s. Even out of the ones that he had, only like 6 or 7 of them came back as were relisted as 10s. So it was only like 5 or 6 of the cards, from what I understood, that got the 10 rating or 10 grade on them. But if you look, the ones that he was showing, the cert numbers when they bought it back from him said 9. The pictures said 10. And they bought it back at 9 pricing, which is where PSA kind of, I think, backtracked really quickly and went, hey, we screwed up. Yeah, we'll send you the 10s if you want them, or we'll send you them all. They kind of worked with them after that. So to me, that's not as bad. It just tells me if you're buying or selling to PSA with their cards, you're going to have to be very, very careful on the pictures to be sure that you're not underpaying for your card, or they're not underpaying for your cards. Hey, Roy, you know what time it is, right? We need Guess the Energy. So this energy card here will determine whether or not you are getting a free pack of Scarlet and Violet. That's right. Become a member here. You get the opportunity on your first rip of the night, first pack, to do the Guess the Energy game, in which you can get a free pack of Sword and Shield. That's right. A little bonus for all of our members here. Dragon Knight says whether or not it's not that bad, it's still a very bad image no matter. Yeah, it's a horrible image, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, when it comes down to the consequences of it though, I would rather see that. We got a Rockruff, Kilowaddle, and we got Psychic on that one. So no electric on that one, but hey, we still got 4 more packs to go. Still chasing some good stuff. It's not good. Don't get me wrong. It's not good regardless of which way that happened. But if it was going to happen in a way, in my opinion, if it was going to happen in a way, I would rather it be a clerical error where you could literally just go back and say, hey, you screwed up because the images do this. You know, I would rather see a clerical error than them go back and actually change the grade. Changing the grade would be completely unethical. It would make it so I personally would want nothing to do with PSA at that time. You bought 6, and I just realized that too. I was just doing my count. Don't worry, Roy. I was on it. I was just doing the count too. I'm like, wait a minute. Apparently, I can't count tonight. Greedent. And Chichino. We got an Enzoark. So we got an Enzoark out of that one. No, regardless of which way you look at it, it's not good. But out of the 2 scenarios, I would have rather seen that scenario than them going back and taking a 9 and making it a 10. That's just my feelings on it is. It makes me just feel like, okay, they made a clerical error where they bought back a card too cheap because they misoffered the card, but they didn't go back and change the grade. So if they changed the grades, that would be. I was sweating for everybody that was backing PSA all this time and everybody that's holding. Oh, there we go! Iono's Billy Bolt! There we go. We got a Secret Illustration Rare and a Noivern. So there we go. We got some Secret Illustration Rares coming out now with the Iono Billy Bolt. Too bad it's not the Lily's Clefairy. That would have been nice, huh, Roy? There we go. We got the Iono's Billy Bolt coming out tonight. See, the hits are still here tonight, guys. Jump on in. Let's have some fun. The hits are flowing. Here we go. We're going to keep rolling through, guys. Let's go. Still got a chance, though. Almost slab worthy. Here we go. Coughing. Shuppet. Corvusquire. Ends PP up. Bob Dole used that, too. God, that just got me canceled. And he's gone. I wouldn't do CGC either. CGC, their slabs pop open really easy, and yeah, CGC's grading scale's all over the place, so value-wise, you don't know where you're at. You can have a 9.5 and it becomes a 10, and now there's new 9.5s that are apparently somewhere. No, CGC, I'm not a fan of CGC. Beckett's had their issues in the past. They've all had issues. The problem is, if you're trying to find one that's had no issues, good luck. I mean, they've all had issues. PSA has just got such a high end of the market that it's really, really difficult to not use them for your grading services. And that's something like that. If that situation actually pulled out to where they were actually changing grades, that would have really hurt them. And I think people aren't going to go to CGC. People aren't going to go to Beckett because the only thing of value out of Beckett is a black label. They're going to go to Tag. They're going to go to AGS. They're going to start shifting away from all these big 3 because each one of them have consistently had issues. But Tag's had issues too. Ooh, double. So there we go. So we did get a nice Iono's Billy Bolt. Honestly, to me, I don't keep very much for graded cards. I have some just because I like the protection value of them. But honestly, I don't keep much for graded cards because I don't believe in grading. To me, grading is just it's a guy who sits there behind the counter and literally looks at a card and says, it's a 9, it's a 10, it's an 8, it's a 9, it's an 8, it's a 9, it's a 10. You can't tell me that any grading service can sit there and look at a card for less than, what'd they say? PSA's average time to look at a card is 3 seconds. You cannot tell me that any of these grading companies are looking at a card for 3 seconds and accurately grading that card. I spend more time grading that card at my house to pre-grade it than they actually do grading it. So, yeah. I think the whole grading system, in my opinion, is a farce, regardless. It's all how someone feels, how that guy was today. There's no science behind it. Tag AGS, I think if I was going to become comfortable with anything futuristically, it would be like a robo grading, like AGS. Tag would become the next one because you're getting hands off, and it's no longer a arbitrary number to what someone feels, it's becoming more of a computerized system where consistency starts to occur. And when consistency starts to occur, that's when I will start moving more and more into grading again. I can't do it. I just don't. I'm not a fan of grading in general. It has not been something I'm huge on. I keep some graded cards, like collection pieces, EV cards, and things like my Flareon cards and stuff. I want them graded. Of course I do, because they're really nice and they're great cards to have graded. But they're great to display that way. But overall, I don't sit there and put a lot of premium in grading, because the market is just all how someone feels that day. And we can take Beckett. Beckett's a perfect example of it, because Leonhardt's even done it several times. He'll go and crack a slab, and if Beckett's really, really good and really, really accurate, how do they get the centering different? How do you change the centering number on a card? It's the most measurable number on a card. Literally, you can measure it down to 4 decimal places, to the thousandths of an inch, the 10,000ths of an inch, to know whether or not the centering's right on a card. I honestly have a Michitoyo view screen that I literally do that before I pre-grade. When I'm pre-grading, I run it through that, because I can literally make 4 lines on the inside, and I can tell you how centered that card is down to the thousandths of an inch. So you can't tell me that they can't run that through a little program to do that, or they have a system to measure that part of the card. But yet, Leonhardt will send a card, crack it, send it back to Beckett. So they'll get a Beckett, it'll be a 9.5 on the centering. He'll send it back to Beckett, and it'll be an 8 in the centering. How did you go from a 9.5 to an 8? That is a huge change. I mean, if you would have gone 9.5 to a 10 to a 9, okay, 100% could see that happening, right? It's all in the decimal place. Someone just read the decimal place a little bit differently. That could be just right on, it might have been right on the edge, and that's how it goes. But you sit there and you go a whole 1.5 points lower on a centering grade. How are you measuring centering? It's the most measurable thing. Yo, Elemental State, how are you doing tonight? Hopefully you're having a good one. We're just chilling right now. We have open queue, but every $125 tonight, we do a pack giveaway. Right now, we are at $80, so we got to go another, 65? So $65, and we'll be there for a pack giveaway tonight. So you guys want to jump on in the live. But yeah, we're just chilling right now, also talking about the PSA situation as well. So if you just want to sit and talk and listen about the PSA side of things, a little bit less than what it was, which is good if you want to go back and listen to it. Not as horrible, definitely not great, but it's definitely more manageable situation with a clerical error versus the issue of it being an intentional changing of grade. So they just basically undercharged him for a card, and he didn't look at the pictures. I don't know who doesn't. My honest feeling is who doesn't look at the pictures, because every time I've graded, I always look at the pictures of the graded cards. I want to see the pictures before I get them back. So to me, that was kind of weird that he had 30 cards and he didn't look at any of the pictures to see that they were a 10. Granted, there's 30 of them. Maybe he got frustrated and didn't get to it, but there was like 6 or 7 of them in the actual pictures that were 10s, even though they bought them back at a 9. So that's a clerical issue. But every grading company has its issues. Every grading company has its faults. And they've continually had faults over time. The bigger thing is that I think that a lot of people need to realize that it's just a number. It really doesn't have much meaning behind that number unless you honestly, truly do believe that the number is the biggest difference. I mean, honestly, if I were to break most 9 and 10s out of a case, you probably couldn't figure out the difference between the two of them. I mean, it might be something so minute that it's not even really something to consider, but I don't know. I think eventually what's going to happen is AGS or TAG are going to get big enough and get good enough at the process that we're going to see someone like PSA come and purchase them out. I think PSA will end up buying out AGS or TAG for the robo grading. I think they're letting them do all the development, which is, I would do that. I mean, why not let another company that wants to go for it do all the research and development? You know, you have a huge stockpile of cash that you can just go ahead and buy that and buy the technology out and then put your name on it, and bam, now you've got an AI, and then you charge a premium for the AI service, which is what I see the PSA doing. Okay, we're going to go buy out AGS, and now they've got the system down to a T, and they can do all the cards that we do, from sports cards all the way through. Now they got the full line all set up, done, trial ran, and they're all ready to rock and roll. Now we're going to take in, and hey, you want to go PSA? We can do our traditional grading for $22 a card, or you can do AI grading, robo grading, and make sure your cards are truly right on, and pay us $35 a card to get that premium. That is what we're going to see, I think, happen. And I think that that'll be the pathway that we'll go when it comes down to the future of grading here in the hobby. And it may not be next year, it may not be 2 years, it might be 5 years. But eventually, I think that for the sanctity of grading and to know that these cards, we know the technology's there, we know where we are currently in the hobby and what's available to us for the technologies to do those things. I think it's just a matter of time and waiting to get that to actually fall through and actually work properly. And once a company is properly doing it and gets enough market share, they're just going to buy them out. They're just going to take, PSA is going to come over with a lump sum. Maybe it'll be CGC. Maybe it'll be Beckett. But one of the big three will walk over and say, hey, we want to buy out your service. We'll offer you $30 million right now. We'll take it over and we'll go that way. And let's just say CGC goes after Tag and gets Tag. PSA is going to jump over and take out AGS. They're going to crisscross and they're going to take out the other competition. So both of them, 2 of the 3 will end up with AI grading. I don't know if there's any other, let me know in the chats. Are there any other AI gradings that I'm not 100% sure about? Because Ace isn't, I don't believe. SGC is not a AI grading, I don't believe. I think those are the only 2 out there, the only 2 players right now out there for AI grading at this point in time. I'm going to look it up real quick as well. Then after they buy you, yeah, well, that doesn't work because you're going to sign a non-compete for 10 to 15 years. If they spend that kind of money, they're making it so you're not coming back for a long period of time. And their non-competes are very, very, very in-depth. Like, you can't go hire your second cousin twice removed from your grandmother's side to do that. See, that's what they'll cover. Trust me, they won't let you do that. No, they'll cover. Their non-competes are very, very clear. So basically, you're going to have nothing. If they can prove any shred that you even gave someone information to do it, and the system, the problem is when you're doing AI building and you're doing app building, things like that, there's a fingerprint to how it's built. And the problem is that if you try and have someone else build it and you just say, I'm not involved whatsoever, my buddy is, they're going to say, well, he's your friend. You have links to him that way. Number 2, the actual base is your signature, and that causes the issue. But AI card grading, I'm just looking to see if there's any other AI. This is like the apps, but robo grading, that's AGS. Tag is the other one. Looks like those are the only 2. So basically you're at those 2. I mean, there's AI grading, but that's just an app that's on your phone. Yeah, these are just apps to pre-grade. They're not actual grading. So no, the non-competes are pretty specific. You can't really work around them very well. I mean, local companies, like if you're talking, I'm going to go be a machinist at another company and I'm leaving this company to go to this one, you sign a NDA for that. It really isn't very valuable NDA. It's not really going to stop you from getting through that. Even like truck drivers and stuff, they always have NDAs on them for local truck drivers, but there's so many holes to get through those. These are corporate non-disclosures. It's like Twitter, because if that's the case, when Elon bought Twitter out, why do you think that what's his name hasn't come back? The previous owner of Twitter hasn't come back and rebuilt an algorithm. because the non-compete is so tight that he can't do it. And he'll have to wait years in order to be able to be competitive in this market. And the thought process is if they can pin you down for 10 to 15 years out of the market, you're going to become so irrelevant to the market for building it, keeping up with it, that you're going to be literally trying to start from scratch as if you're a nobody, never done it before. So that's kind of where you're going to be on that. So corporate non-competes are pretty tight, and they're pretty tough. They're going to cover, you, your friends, your next door neighbors, your kid, the person you knew in college 20 years ago. They're going to cover all of those people. So, all right, guys. Queue's open right now. We've been hitting, guys. We got an Billy Bolt. So far, the packs have been flowing. So come on in, jump on in. Let's have some fun. Every purchase this month gets into the monthly giveaway as well. So all you got to do is purchase. Every purchase this month gets you put in for the EVGX. Also, keep watching because periodically throughout the month here, we're also going to be doing some sales for you guys as well. We're doing a little bit less here, and we're going to do a little bit more on the other side as well. But still, $25 card right now. Nice little EV card to be thrown into someone's EV collection. Everybody's got an EV collection, right? Get $60 more. We'll be doing a pack giveaway as well, so check out the shop as you guys are rolling on in. So, nope. PSA, probably more of a clerical error, which is, it's better, not good at all. I'm not going to say it's good, like it was okay to do it. I just feel that it was a little bit less of a hindrance compared to if it was the other way around. No, Lugia is better. I do agree with that, but I like Eevee. I'm a Flareon fan. I've been a Flareon fan since Pokemon came out, so I like Lugia, don't get me wrong. I like it. I like the legendary birds. I'm an Articuno fan, but still, I am a Flareon fan, and by default, it almost pulls you into Eevees. But Lugia is definitely not a bad one. A lot fewer cards, I can tell you that. It'd be a lot less cards if you're trying to actually do a collection of those. You're a Gen 2 guy. Okay. Well, that explains it. I'm a Gen 1 guy. I started in Gen 1. I've left for a few years, but I started in Gen 1. I have missed, 3 generations? Came back in 19, left in 06, 4 generations. Because I missed Diamond and Pearl, I missed Black and White, I missed XY, and I came back in Sun and Moon. So I did miss 3. So I missed 3 generations in there. I was in the first 3. I've been in the last 3. So I missed 3 in between. I stopped in 2006, and then I came back in 2019. Started opening up Team Up, and then first battle deck I built back up was a Reshiram Charizard deck from Unbroken Bonds. But, yeah, I'm still a Gen 1. I like my Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Mewtwo. I'm a Mewtwo fan through and through. I got a lot of Mewtwo cards. Got a lot of Flareon cards. But, yes, anyways. PSA is what it is. Another mistake. Another mistake in the grading companies. I think the bigger problem is that PSA is going to have is they're going to have to now clear that up and show not just me or someone like me catching it. They're going to have someone bigger catch it, like in the... Hang on. You're going to have to find someone bigger that's actually able to get that out there. Or PSA is going to have to do it themselves because it really looks bad. But when I was kind of questioning it, though, when I saw the same cert number, I'm like, seriously, as a company, you sent out that cert number. I'm no mastermind criminal. Once again, PSA is not a dumb company, and I can't see them doing something so stupid as grade something as a 9, send the cert out, then take the same cert number and just change it to a 10 and reprint the label and repackage it. To me, that's very, very lazy. number one, when you could just generate your own cert numbers, why would you reuse a cert number that could trace that back to you? To me, that was the weird part, was the fact that they use the same cert number. But there again, you know, if they did that, that would be extremely lazy and stupid, because then there's traceability, especially since this guy saw the cert numbers and he sees these listed, or, you know, someone puts them out there and all of a sudden the same cert number he had before is now a 10. Plus, he would be able to take you could take your cert number, you could check. So if you went and sold cards at PSA, do this. You could go back right now and take that cert number and put it into PSA's website and search it and be able to see what the current grade is on that particular item, right? So if you sold back to PSA and they were some of those high dollar items that got a 9 instead of a 10, go in, search it on PSA. Because if they're using the same cert number, then you would be able to see them doing that. You would be able to see that actually happen, where you'd be able to see, hey, I got a picture of it here as a 9 on my email. I mean, they sent it to me as a 9. I bought it, sold it to them as a 9, and the same cert number now is a 10. You would be able to definitely connect those two. So if you'd done it, I would do that. I would try it. Because if you sold back to them and this happened, I guess I would be going back and checking. And number one, I would be checking to see if I screwed up. You know, holy crap, I'd be checking the pictures of the ones I sold back to see, did they get me and I didn't realize it? Did I accidentally sell that card as an oops? You know, I'd be concerned that I made that mistake and I bit myself in the butt without realizing it. So where was that Pikachu and Zekrom? It was a Pikachu and Zekrom card, but it wasn't the promo. I know that. It was, I believe it was this one. It's not the full art. Not the Zekrom. I'm trying to see, it was this one right here. So it's a $28 card raw. So if you open it up, it's $28 raw card. And a PSA 9, it's $35. It's $49 in a raw. They offered them $35. So, and in a 10, it's $225. Yeah, $225 in a 10. So yeah, that's quite a change, quite a difference in pricing there from a 9 to a 10, and that's where the whole thing comes up. So it is what it is. I mean, I think it's going to get blown. It got blown out of proportion a little bit more. I don't think people were realizing exactly what was happening when it came down to it. And I think that PSA is going to have to try and get in front of this. If they truly think that they did nothing wrong, then they are going to have to get in front of this and try to and change people to say, hey, it was just a grammatical error or a clerical error. We accidentally put the number in the wrong spot. I mean, or we picked a 9 instead of a 10. It was our mistake, but we didn't regrade this card. It was always a 10. We just sent out the offer. So Ditto's deals. Get on DJ's stream. Should I try? Let me see here real quick. Is he still going? Let's go over here. I can see if I can sneak in. We're not that busy over here. Might as well. All right, I can put him in the shout out. So, all right, let's see. why don't we do this? We'll go over to his live. So why don't we go kick over there? It's been too quiet over here tonight anyways. So let's go over to his live. Let's have some fun. Let's see what we can do over there tonight. Come join us over there at DJ Poke Center. So I'll go jump into his. Let's have some fun. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Let's go have some fun over at DJ Poke Centers. We'll see you over there. Guys, have a fantastic night, and we'll see you next time here